Well, right now I'm actually recuperating from. I've got a broken hand, so I've got.
Hey, I almost have a broken hand too.
Well, we're not playing horseshoes. So, no, it's I broke it for the third time, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have the surgery. I've got to go in September.
So
the 6th.
what is all involved with that?
Well, I'm not sure. I got to go.
Okay.
Consultation with the doctor, and
Because
they're gonna tell me what my options are.
I've heard in the past that sometimes they have to go in and re-break your hand.
No, they did that the first two times, so I'm sure they're gonna do it this time. But since they're gonna have to put the surgical pins in, I'm just hoping they put me out.
Well, that too. Wow,
Somebody give me a good chair shot to the head, and I'll be out on my back. I'll be out for the 3 count. They better hurry up with the procedure. Put the pins in quick. The Mangler's not staying down.
That's right.
I'm not like other wrestling companies.
Well, that too, and we will.
My wrestling shows actually happen.
We will. We will address that.
There is that.
We will address that as we go forward here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like Bill O'Reilly says, I don't even know.
I was just giving a cheap plug because I keep getting the question, what happened to MWE? Where's the shows? This, that, and the other. Well, we're coming back. We're coming back soon.
Coming back strong.
Otherwise, I promise you I wouldn't torture myself by coming over here and sitting in your studio with you for this long if I didn't have something major to say.
You know, what's funny is our last studio that we had, the Mangler named it the Swiss Army Apartment, and then he named this one the Swiss Army Apartment Upgrade.
Not that much of an upgrade, Jiggy. I guess you win some, you lose some.
You win some, you lose some.
I like your shirt.
Well, thank you.
It's awful
I
festive.
have matching shorts.
I see that. I see that.
Yes, it is.
I still wonder sometimes why I ever decided to come here.
Why
you caught me in some weird sober moment where I decided this was a good idea.
Well, it's Labor Day weekend. We haven't heard from you in a heck of a long time.
Well, we've heard from a lot of other people, and that's the only reason I really wanted to come out. We've heard from so many different people all over the place, either on this show or on Facebook or, word of mouth. And, they say things about the Mangler, about the MWE. Well, MWE hasn't gone anywhere. The Mangler hasn't gone anywhere. We're focused on training. We've got full-time training, a good crew of people right now. Angel's here with us, one of my students. He's been with me for a couple of years now, I think, right, Angel? And so, training's going strong. We've got a couple of new girls that signed up, a couple new guys. So we've got a good group of 5-6 people in there right now, and spots are limited. But, go ahead and give me a call or hit me up on Facebook, and we'll see if we can get your spot for a tryout. So, MWE, as far as the school, that's the entire purpose why I started MWE, was for a training program, Jiggy. A training program.
Yes.
I know training is a weird word because a lot of people don't use that standard in professional wrestling or what they call professional wrestling around here. But you do, as far as I'm concerned, have to be trained. You have to be trained in order to be a professional wrestler. You can't go to Golden Gloves boxing camp one week and then all of a sudden be a Golden Gloves boxer. It doesn't work that way.
There are people that are trying,
who do try that. But wrestling, you have to have a legitimate training, and MWE provides legitimate training. So when people ask, where has MWE gone? It hasn't gone anywhere. I'm located in Mount Hope, Kansas. You can find me on Facebook. We provide full-time professional wrestling training. As far as shows go, Jiggy.
Yes.
That's the big question.
And we'll talk about that a little bit later.
We will talk about that.
I've got a lot of things I want to talk about with the Mangler.
Let's not talk about your almost injuries anymore.
No, we won't do that. But Bob Hunter, I went with Bob Hunter to the fabulous photographer extraordinaire, the legend of the business, Mr. Bob Hunter. And he was asking me a couple weeks ago, we went up to Salina and was eating dinner and everything. And he's like, hey, what happened to the Mangler? And then I talked to a couple of people who consider themselves part of the business, as they say.
What business?
They consider themselves part of the professional wrestling.
The automobile business.
The automobile business. They took the Donovan Drive.
No.
And,
no.
That's going to be a theme. We always have a theme, Angel.
We're referencing my student Christian Temple. The thing about him versus the other individual that could be a possibility I was talking about.
That's right.
He knows how to sell cars and also knows how to wrestle.
Yes.
So, that's what sets him apart from the other individuals.
He knows how to take a bump.
Yeah, and I believe every show he's worked for MWE, we've every ticket we've sold, those people have been able to show up to the show and get in the door.
My
Not alone, not that alone, but they've also been entertained by the show,
yes.
by quality wrestling rather
Yes.
than a standard that is set by some sort of kid in the backyard.
Well, the reason that I brought up Bob and the reason I brought up all these other folks is they keep asking me over and over, where in the world is the Mangler? You are becoming more famous than where in the world is Carmen Sandiego?
Well, nobody's Facebooked me to ask. They Facebook me every other thing, but they don't ever Facebook and say, where you been, Mangler? Because if you look on my Facebook, I'm training every day. We're training all the time, Jiggy.
That's what's funny. I talked to Mike Claris from the Rusty Needle the other day, and somebody made a comment about the Mangler, and he's like, I see the Mangler every day on Facebook. He's in the gym.
I've got 5,000 friends, so you can try to add me, but I'm not going to delete somebody for, Adam Pena.
Whoever that may be.
I think he's Egyptian.
You think Adam Pena is Egyptian?
He's got the beard.
He could go as an Egyptian for Halloween. but getting back to you, you have been on the road wrestling.
Jiggy, first of all, I love that you want to talk about me so much. It really, thank you.
As Don Mazzella on my Talk America Live show says, you're the guest.
So back to me. Go ahead.
People... That's fantastic. People want to know where you've been. I know that you've done some things where you've worked for some other companies. You've went to Detroit and did some things.
Yeah, I've been enjoying the travel. I've found that after running, we ran almost a year and a half every month professional wrestling shows.
Yes.
In the same building for a long time, for almost a year, and then we moved to the Main Street Event Center here in Hutchinson. The thing about it is, we stopped running the shows not because we wanted to stop running shows. We stopped running the shows because it was best for business. We left it at the height. People are always wondering, where's MWE? It gives MWE a time to come back. Because if we would have stayed around with some of the hogwashes out there right now,
I haven't heard that term in years.
I didn't know I knew it.
Hogwash.
I didn't know it was in my vocabulary, but there it was. No, yes. So these people that are running these wrestling shows, it's oversaturated the market for professional wrestling now, especially when you burn crowds by not having a promoted show actually booked in the building. But not only that, but when you when you run unprofessional shows like that, it gives a bad name for professional wrestling. That's why I think it's necessary, not only, something I want to do, but it's necessary that MWE comes back very soon, probably after the first of the year, and shocks everybody with the big, breaking announcement and does something bigger and better than we've ever done, which is obviously bigger and better than anything everybody else has tried to do.
One request that I have.
Probably not going to happen.
Bring back MWE. Is book Mr. Fitness 2.
Well, I'll reach out to him.
He signed my shake weight. It's over there on the co-host desk.
No, I'll reach out to him. I love Mr. Fitness 2.
I love Mr. Fitness.
He adds a great element to the MWE shows, and I think we're going to bring back a few of the people that were there before.
Yes.
And I think we've got some other additional talent that's going to surface, maybe from the MWE training ground itself. So there's a lot of things to look out for and a lot of things to pay attention to.
So, okay.
Well, right, Angel?
Yes, sir.
Angel,
you gotta ask one of my students.
Angel is just basically security at this point. He's hey,
they don't
turn that on, Angel. Brent, I want to bring you in here, baby.
We gotta teach you how to do this now. We gotta teach you how to wrestle now. We gotta teach you how to do an interview. Turn the microphone on.
Go ahead, Angel.
It's
we got
on.
you, baby.
There it is. There
it is. We got you, man. What's up?
They don't want any of this, Jiggy. We're out there. We're grinding every day. We're grinding as much as we can every weekend. A lot of them, props to them out there performing and putting in the hard work and keeping our business alive. But it's time for us to show them how a real show is supposed to work. How a real promotion is supposed to work. We're the only real show, only real promotion, and there's not much else to say about it, Jiggy,
Well, I will tell you this, I'm the only real LLC. That's a fucking fact.
Well,
I can cuss on here, right?
You just did. We love it. Now, Angel, since the Mangler brought you into the conversation, I always enjoy when you guys are here because we have more entertainment going on than when we have some of these other people show up here. What have you been up to?
Been wrestling, been training, been helping out with MWE, trying to bring in new students, trying to bring in new trainees. We're over here just, trying to do the best that we can.
Yeah.
We've been traveling around, we've been searching, we've been just getting ready,
Making it work.
One thing I'll add to that is Angel and I, have been working together for quite a while. He's, been training with me for, quite a while. He's helping me, facilitate training some days. And, the thing is, Angel is a pretty good talent. He hasn't wrestled anywhere other than MWE so far, but we're taking some bookings. I'm personally taking some bookings. He's going to start taking some bookings in the near future.
Fantastic.
I think it's time for Angel to kind of surface and get out there and, show everybody what he's about.
That'd be awesome.
So, MWE is producing fresh talent, and Angel's probably going to be one of the next things to, for everybody to pay attention to.
Look at that.
The future is now, Jiggy, and I'm coming in, and we're going to stay golden throughout the entire thing.
Look at that.
And we're going to show people how real wrestling's supposed to look like.
Now, let me give a shout out to my other students. Jeff, if you're listening, don't know about you.
Jeff.
And
who is Jeff?
Jeff's a great guy. He's one of my students. I sent him the link. He wanted to listen to the show. Hopefully he's listening. See if he's listening now. I'll redact my statement if he is. But if anybody else is listening, you probably don't have much of a chance either. I'm kidding. Everybody's doing great, and that's the thing about it. Everybody pushes themselves at training uniquely. So no matter how hard you push yourself, you're going to get the results. So you push yourself harder, you're going to get further. And Angel's, case in point, he's one of those people that pushed himself, and he now is getting to the point where he's able to wrestle. He's wrestled a couple shows, and the future's now, like he said, and I think we're going to see a lot of him here in the future.
Fantastic. Well, let's do this. We are going to take a quick little break. When we come back, I want to talk to Angel and you about MWE training.
Yes, sir.
What sets you guys apart from the other guys?
Legitimacy.
We'll say. And we also, I still have to come. I have to talk about my buddy Shane Garrett. It will be so much fun. We are going to take a break. When we come back, we've got more coming up on the other side. It is the world famous Jiggy Jaguar radio broadcast live today at KFRK in Denver, and of course AMFM 247.com.
Are we out?
Yep.
How long we got?
Everyone has a... Attention, type.